So I don't have to try. I know that the major also sounds great. Yeah, because just to reward your ears with hello. Why am I so happy? Because when I try something new and even go into detail and the video takes off, that just makes me very happy. Because then YouTube shows it to more people who can then also benefit and learn from it. That's how it works. So it's the second part today. Thanks for all your help pushing this video. You can already get the sheet music to work along. The regular tutorial for this song is coming next week. Didn't manage this week. Too much to do on the other videos. Let's go straight to work. I know you're waiting. Let's go. The B part. Everything is a little bit more crammed on the display, as you can see, because I wanted to get all information down in this screen. Now I decided to do the B part as a mellow part, as almost like a ballad part. The original version doesn't. Well, it's a radio song, and unless you do a 70s glam rock band, you shouldn't just interrupt the drums. So, but we are free to arrange whatever we want, and I felt it suits this piece. Also, it creates a contrast. You know, if we have this bass, and then we have creates a contrast. There's something happening in the background. What is changing? Well, basically, we start with the bass, because in the A part, the left hand was doomed to serve as the bass slave. Let's call it the bass slave. Yeah, it could not play chord notes here. It was busy doing this. So we had to have all the chord notes in the right hand to do what one of you rightfully commented, thank you very much, to do the harmonization, because that is what we are doing. That we have the melody and we see the signature of the chords, and we harmonize the piece. No, it's not reharmonization. That would be if we change the chords or modify or add other chords. That's called reharmonization. We harmonize it with the basic chords we see on the sheet music, for example. Now we can use the left hand also, because we decided to play an arpeggio. That means the fifth finger is bound to play the root, but now these fingers here are free to also play chord notes. The arpeggio the piano can play is stolen. The piano is a great thief from ancient times, because we are simulating string instruments like the Greek lute or the guitar, where the strings are plucked one after another. And this is originally simulating this. Of course, it has become its own sound on the piano, but that's where it's coming from. So we have these notes playing one after another, which allows us also that we can follow greater distances, because we can use the pedal, hold it down, and then do something wonderful like playing the root 5 and the 10. This is already almost complete harmonization. Sometimes it is the complete harmonization. We have much more freedom in the right hand. If you don't know this trick with this 1-5-10 pattern or 1-5-9 pattern, there is a video. Christian, please remember to post that up here in the corner. The left hand patterns for all slow songs, because there I treat this. And then you're almost free to do anything, like whatever can we play. See, when we decide to play guitar music on the piano, we must not do too big gaps. Like we want this eighth, the smooth eighths in the background. Bum blum 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 blum. Like if I want to just play the F, it should sound like, you know, it's sort of blubbering away whatever you can get from the F chord or from the F with a 9, like. It doesn't really matter what direction. You see, this is the carpet we want. In Germany we call that the sound carpet. That's behind the melody. Okay, let's go on. And we of course can use the right hand to spread the carpet over, like. This way we cover more than the guitar will ever cover. Remember that. If you talk to a guitarist, feel superior. Now, we have the melody. The melody is... Yeah, now let's do it in a fancy, stylish way. Our little trick in the left hand. You see what we did? Wap, bap, 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 bap. It's not the melody yet. It's only this one first was melody. You see? I just spread the chord with a lovely 9 here. Okay? For the beginning, I play also in the melody again the 9 from the A part I showed you, 9 tension note. I could also, instead of the 9, play the F major chord. Why? Because I know that it's the tonic, that this piece is in F, and that the tonic in F is a major chord. So I don't have to try. I know that the major also sounds great. Yeah, almost better. Almost better. Christian, might you have done only second choice? No, okay, we stay with the 9. But you see, there's always more options than the I can hear. Okay, now 1 and 2. And I put one in between to keep the carpet going. Now melody. Carpet. Okay, so Christian, what are you doing there with the D in F? Like, my decision. It's the 6 now. How can this? We are still in the scale. How would it sound like if I have a little bit of melodic movement within? Briefly, I went to F6. And here we have to follow. We have to interrupt the guitar blurb to play this rhythmic accent because it's in the original and it's important. What is it? We have the B7 that is chromatically approaching the B flat. And this chromatic thing is a very well known effect. We know, you even know that from blues. Remember when we go from A flat 7, G7, and from G flat 7, from G flat 7 to F7, and to C from D flat 7. Yeah, so it's everywhere this chromatic approach to the target chord. So it's in this case it's B7 to B. Now we start our guitar sobbing again. See, chain. I do something a little bit here to keep the chain going. Melody. Let me just scroll a little bit. Yeah. Melody. This is the melody. Guitar is sobbing. Like, you know? Just doing the usual guitar stuff. I shouldn't talk too much about guitars. We are piano players. Okay. The piano arpeggio. Nothing can go wrong if you keep this up. Here. Now, what I did now, I actually used the 1, 7, 10. Exploit the full range of your hand because it's just covering so much of the things we want, which is we have a little bit of bassy sound. You know, this is where the bass sound roughly starts. We have a little bit of bass sound, and we have a little bit of the mid register, and we are catching the minor third, which the right hand is not playing. You see? What I grab in the right hand is I emphasize now the 1. You will see that is very often is on the 1 in the right hand. I play the chord notes. Yeah, so it's important time in a ballad. It's not jazz funk where I would not play it on the one, but on the one with the gak. So, but here, of course, it's like we introduce the next chord on the one. And you see, we have here this little bit repeating pattern in the left hand. Dung, 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 bong, dung. Bang 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 bam, dum bang dum gun dum bam bam do dang dang do dang. Yeah, so there's just a little gap in the end, which is totally fine. So again, we grab here in the right hand the 5, the 7, and the melody note, and here we play this. Filling in. You see, the carpet is wonderfully pearly. And here, I rest, I hesitate. Down. It feels natural, no? As a phrasing there to like, because, oh, just to reward your ears with this full, wonderful G minor 7, which has on top the 3, 5, 7, 9 voicing, which you know from my cocktail piano jazz tutorials. Christian, please remember, post that up in the corner. It's great to learn these voicings because you can use many of them in pop music and you understand voicings better. You would know then that this is the 3, 5, 7, 9, because I would say 3 is the third, 5, 7, 9, and you will know that it's the minor third because it cannot be any other way, because we are in G minor. So if you know it's G minor and I say play the 3, 5, 7, 9 voicing, you know immediately it's this. And it's a very short way of transporting, of conveying this beautiful sound, 3, 5, 7, 9. You know, you can immediately choose it in any sound. Play it in C major, a C minor. Wonderful, 3, 5, 7, 9. Play it in F. Oh, it's like really warm around my, what's this thing called? Shoulder. 3, 5, 7, 9. Okay, here we are in 3 minor 7, 9. Wonderful. We double the 7 here. We can do that in pop music, in jazz. Maybe, maybe not. And now we have. And this is again. We must play this. This is in the original, and it's kind of indicating, like the horns of Jericho, something important is coming. Bam bam, bam bam. It's a signal. It's a rhythmic signal. Together with this, we know it. We know it. It's coming back to the rhythmic stuff. You know, sesame is falling on my hands. So 1 and 2. Now, this is an arrangement. I told you like my tricks, but I didn't say to you use them all in one go, because if you used all your tricks in the first verse already, what have you got? You know, here, you know, I would put a little bit in the first verse on the first chorus, then in the second chorus, for example, as I did. When we are on the D7 bit here, just before we go to, we have this melody, the hesitant little moment. Well, we played this, I think the second time around, I played it also an octave higher. That's a good thing to do, to play the second time around 1 octave higher. With this small little problem that suddenly there is a gap here, huh? Here it sounds warm, the melody, the most beautiful sound is actually here. It's getting thinner here, but also a little bit shinier. But the wood part, the warmth of it all is somewhere here. But if you have to structure it, then of course, like the strings, they go higher the second chorus, right? Wee, wee, wee. Then the option is, so I'm jumping a little bit back now to the A part, that you where you have a little bit of towards the middle here, or you see that if you have time, you fill in a little bit here in the middle to sort of satisfy your ear. I think I did that. So you do something, an arpeggio with the chord notes in the middle. So we arrived at the... And to sort of make it, don't leave the melody too alone up there the second time around, I underpin this one also with chord notes, like we're in D7. We have the 7, wonderful. Nice and pearly and crisp. So we have, this is the melody we need to cover. So it's I add the 7, now comes this one, I add the 5th, now comes this one, I add the 3rd of D7, and last melody part is this one, I add the 7, wonderful. You can't complain, it sounds okay, yeah? And then, and back we are in the game. Those were my tips for this. I hope very much you liked the second part too. The greatest motivator for me to do more of this kind is if you leave your thumbs up down there, or become a member on my Patreon site, become a supporter of this channel. That would be great. Otherwise, stay healthy, stay safe. Bye bye from Berlin.